It's RV inspection day, and today we are in Merritt Island, Florida, about to inspect this Allegro 31SA. Now, we don't know what we're going to find. You don't know what we're going to find. Maybe we're not going to find anything. But remember, it's a 2014.
Well, here we go again. Another day in paradise. So here it is. That's you, okay? So you're at home, you're thinking, all right, I see this model, I found this model, and you send an inspector to go do its job. So that's what we're gonna do today. So 2014, I can already see, I just did a quick glimpse around, and there will be a lot of little details. There's a lot of sealant going, which is normal. It's 2014. That's why the older you get, the more things we find quickly. So at a glimpse, I looked at slide outs and try to find years on tires, which I still don't find. As she's looking, I'm trying to find the tires. I don't even see it, so I'm gonna have to go inside every tire. So just simple thing, but people, keep your seals out. This is up here and down here. It's like, okay, every time you park, you gotta do this, or else water, see, that's been like this for a long time. So water's gonna puddle and it's gonna go in, gonna ruin your slide. Just keep that in mind. See, this one is almost perfect, but I'm just saying. So we got chips here, which is kind of, listen, 2014, so it's kind of normal. So overall, I don't see nothing that jumps in my face. And actually, you remember when I always say, judge a book by the cover? Oh, yeah. It's relatively clean. So somebody's anal here. So that could be good. Generator, I have a little friend right here. As now you know, we're in Florida. So generator looks nice. Tires look nice. I just have to figure out the date. I was looking at this floor here, and every time I do this, see, I'm always afraid of this, to see something like this. So here's the same thing. See, people, look at your seal. This shouldn't be like this. Get yourself a pole, unroll this. This is a seal so the water don't go inside. Here, well, that's what I was looking at, a couple of plates. Oh, see, just for fun. See my finger in the water? So if there's no seal in there, the dew of the morning is gonna go right in your floor, which is gonna bring you to, oh, this one has a opening door because it's a gas engine. So, which brings me right here. So that's the other thing I already saw it. I'm thinking, are you kidding me? But see this, again, see the seals hasn't been taken care of. 2014, I understand, people. So, but this, see even here, whatever that is. So, see, you gotta keep an eye on all of this. But this, I already told Laurel, I don't like the sound of this. So you go inside and you're gonna go check that hydrometer right away. That's the first thing that might just make this, is it gonna be a bust or is it gonna be a go? So we'll see about that. So now it's gonna be lunchtime. Laurel, we're gonna tell us what we found so far. All right, lunchtime. So you thought an inspection cost you a lot of money? Beep. Let's just think of this one. So you live in, where's he from? Indianapolis, Indiana. And he's looking at this, and he's wondering if it's worth investing in an inspection. So the inspection actually gives him the power of lever with the findings that we have, luckily for this one, but there's always something that allows you to say, whoa, okay, there's this, and this. You're asking $100, but maybe you got to revisit this $100 if you got to put $10 in here. So just for instance, this one, I'll try to remember. Here's a chip right there. I don't know if you can see it. And on top of this, over here, there's another one right here that I found also. Well, see how hard it is to find? Well, that's my job. Well, now I'm dizzy just because I looked up. So, all right, so that's one thing. So, hey, by the way, that's a couple of grand. You thought your inspection was expensive? So, right here, let's say like a sealant right on top of this window, because the guy was too lazy to go put sealant 10, 15 years ago. It's not this one, it's the one on top. But I'm just saying, so. And I'm way behind because there's a lot of little things. So All right, look at that bulb ceiling right on top of the door. It's nothing, you'll fix it, but I'm noting it because, okay, whatever, water might not go in there. That door, Laurel couldn't even open the door a couple of minutes ago because she thought she was locked in there. It's just that it's really hard. This both works, that's the TV we'll see. This, okay, I know there's the full body paint, so most likely the residential fridge is probably what was intended to be in there. But I doubt it at one point if it was residential or gas. So, what did I have here? Oh yeah, on top of this roof, and we might be able to put a little clip because I videoed it too. And there's a hole in the trim in the front of the ceiling. Wendy, you should relate to this. This one is obvious. So I told Laurel to check inside for humidity, but we got nothing. So we got lucky. There's no structural damage to this. Just for instance, come up here. Remember, guys, you remember if I told you before, these big trims are your floor. This is where you walk. Right behind this trim, there's screws, and this is your plywood. If you don't put sealant in there, that is your floor rotting, okay? So just saying, you gotta maintain this. Slide out, just to give you an example. Stay right there. Here's my trim, okay? Now, look at the floor. The floor is right here, okay? Here's my trim. Is my trim higher than the floor? Go back a little bit. Is my trim higher than the floor? So if water goes in here, where does it go, people? Right in my floor. Look at this. But it's a 14, so you got to forgive it. It's okay. See, all of this is cracked in here. And this corner too, same thing. So you got to be meticulous. You got to find stuff like this. Here, well, it's just chip, nothing major. I mean, 2014, there's chips everywhere. I don't know, I guess they didn't like the back end of their rig because that's about the only place where I found some so far. So here you can see there's a screw missing. So whoever took this apart kind of screwed it up. That's a good one. Here we are screwed because the only thing we got is 20 amp. Touch this, this is hot because that's overworking. But the transfer switch actually works. I have the generator working for the last couple of hours. She was hot in there. I'm going to ask you a favor. Please, buy your camper in the wintertime so I don't have to work in the summertime when it's 92 degrees. I don't know what Laurel found inside. Let's go inside to see what she has to do. If not, I'm going to see you at the end of the day, and I know I'm going to have a list. But it's fine. It's a 2014, so don't take it personally. But you were going to leave wherever you leave and come pick this up and say, oh, I love the floor plan. It's beautiful. Paint looks so good when they took the picture from 65 feet away. Well, we took picture from a couple of inches away. Oops, that's the difference. So I hope you're enjoying the show. And let's stick around to see what we're going to find at the end of the day. I'm sure I'm going to have a surprise.
So it's lunchtime, and here it is, middle of February. It's like 90 degrees today. It is so hot. And we are at someone's home, so we do not have all the ACs going. So it's really warm. But this is a 2014. And the amount of things I'm finding compared to new ones, I'm kind of blown away, actually. They have well maintained their unit. A couple of things that I found right away. First thing I found this morning was this slide trim right here. It's really loose. And the other trim that's really loose is the headboard. Now, is it major? No. Is it going to make them not want to buy the unit? No. But it needs to be fixed so it doesn't land on their head. Other than that, I've gone through all of the furniture, the beds, I've pulled out the couch, I've done the air mattress. There's no rips, there's no tears. 2014. Why? Because someone took care of this unit. I have not yet started all of my water. So we'll see come the end of the day what that's going to tell me. So I've got my fridge, the water, the toilets, the showers, all of that. I still have a lot to do. But for now, right here at Midday, I'm impressed. Now, if you're enjoying our videos, I would love it if you'd hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and leave us a comment. If you don't know what to comment, just put C4BO, comment for Blue Ox.
End of the day. Look at this. Look at this white bird over there. Go between my fingers, my hand.
Oh, yeah, I see
Right there.
I bet you he's sitting on a gator's back because gators come up in this backyard.
Yeah, so she told me you can go pee anywhere, anytime, at any time. You can gator your, it will turn into gator bite. So back to our, all right, so I had a couple of life safety issue. You were picking it up and driving tonight. Oops. Mid marker doesn't light up. That is a life safety. Oh, you're fine. I only have a couple of lights. Well, in the front, you got 2 more that are not working. This is called life safety. You can get stopped. The cop will pull you over and give you a ticket. So there you go. I saved you a ticket. So did Laurel. So around here, that was about it. We went here, then I ended up here. By the way, I flooded the engine, so he's not going to be happy. But yeah, I was doing stuff on my phone, held the prime too long. So once it's hot in the day, don't prime it too long. It almost started, but I'll leave it at this. This big problem is another life safety. So I don't know if you can see the way this is worn out, but this tire, you see those dents? So this is worn out bad. Well, yeah, there's 20 pounds of air in there. So he didn't maintain the air in there. So he's been rolling on a slow, low leak pressure tire. Blow up. There goes $5,000 inside your fender of your RV. Just remember, low pressure will create heat and will explode. So that's dangerous. That's life safety. We saw the door here. I got sealant here that I'm not going to go through, but little details like here, underneath there. See, this is flopping. So I don't know where this goes, but definitely this seal doesn't go up to the ceiling, and the back one also. So there will be water going in there. Chips on the windshield, we already said that. So see, your inspection was paid anyway when we started this morning. So did I find something else? You like my booties? That's Laurel's booties. I had to wear them to go finish up inside. Because, by the way, I take your electrical panel out, I pull it out, I give you ports, and I tighten up every little junction that you have there to make sure there's no overheat, that nothing happened in there from the unit to an old unit. So just saying, you're kind of in good hands when you're with us, not only with talking with us, but dealing with us. So now let's go see what Laurel found inside, which I don't have a clue.
So it's the end of the day, and I didn't have any leaks at all whatsoever. No leaks. 2014, been maintained. What am I missing? I'm missing a lot of sealant. So when we look behind the countertop, we have a lot of areas over here that is missing and it's lifting. Same with here and behind. Same in the bathroom, around the sink. Actually, this faucet, it's loose here as well, as you can see, so that's not on tight. We have one shade above the couch. It does not retract all the way back. You know, you can say, oh yeah, we could find this stuff ourselves, but would you find these things? They're not deal breakers, right? But you want them to work. For our customer, this is not a deal breaker for him. He just wants to know, what do I need to fix myself? He doesn't want to have to find those things when he's out exploring, having fun with his wife and his family and whatever he's doing. I mean, it's small little things like the table dinette. You know, you've got some tape that's holding all of the vinyl on top. Big deal. He doesn't care. It's a 2014, but I still need to tell him. But on a good note, there was no propane leak. There was no hot skin. So that's good. So a lot of things that, you know, I found today, small little things. So the bedroom window, it did not latch completely. I think Pierre was able to finagle it. He got it latched. The USB in the dash doesn't work. Yes, Pierre talked about the 2 cracks in the windshield. What he doesn't know is I could see them better from here. So I got a couple of really good pictures for him. Yes, there's a scuff on the back of the pilot seat. Why? Because this seat needs to be forward all the way when you bring in the slides. And they admitted that they forgot a couple of times. Hey, we all do that. And speaking of the slides, so I like to talk about stow and go, right? So with a Class A, everyone thinks, oh, when you stow, you can always go and get to everything you need. The beauty of this one is it still had a nice wide area once you stowed, and you were able to get to the kitchen, the fridge, even to the bathroom. And if they want to go to bed, they don't even have to pull out their slide at the end of the night. They're actually able to get into bed. So this really has a lot of stow and go, which I love. So now that we have shown you everything that we found today, if this were you, in the comments below, is this a bust or a go? Would you buy it? Would you take this home and fix it? We want to know from you. So put it in the comments below. So remember, and do never forget, it's not about the destination, it's all about the journey.